Thank you for being here. Welcome, YouTube. Thank you for being here again on the Fairy Frequency channel. So glad that you're here today. So, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to press all of those positive buttons. Just tap on all of those positive buttons for me. And then, if you'll do me a favor and share out this stream with a few of your social media connections and maybe a few choice friends and family members, that would be great. That helps the algorithm, helps us to get more people coming in too. It's always more fun with friends. I'm going to move you guys just a little bit so we can get a better view of the table. There we go. I like that just a little better. Okay, so remember, again, if you're new, press that big red button, the big red button that says subscribe. If you'll hit that button, that's very helpful for you to get the channel notifications. On TikTok, it's a plus button. If you hit that plus button right there by my icon, you can add me. But did you know that you only get some of the notifications? You're only getting some of my notifications. So I want to help you get all of the notifications. The best way to do that is to tap on my icon again, and then you're going to see a series of notification bells. One notification bell is going to be off, so you can do that, and you can have absolutely no notifications, silenced bell. Or you can have some notifications, which will be just a few. Every once in a while, you'll hear a bell. And then you can get all notifications. And that's the one that I want you to ring so that you get all notifications. That's both on YouTube and on TikTok. Hi guys, welcome Darcy. Thank you for being here, friend. So glad you're here, guys. So today, I really could use the donations. If you want to donate to support the chat, you can do it anytime via super chat right here on YouTube. On TikTok, you have the option of giving gifts, and I love that too. So those of you that donate and those of you that gift today will go straight to the top of the list. So that's something for you to know too. Also, if you ever want to organize a full reading with me, those are hour-long comprehensive power readings, folks. They're very intense readings that will last you for up to 6 months. And I also include in that the numerology work to give you your tarot profile. These are cards, these are numbers that you will have for the rest of your life for this entire lifetime. If you don't know those are fun to know because it helps you with your inherent gifts. Also, I will also pull your mastery and we can do growth learning symbols too. So, fascinating workup. It usually entails approximately 14 to 16 cards. So, if you do want to organize something like that with me, then just do get a hold of me in the comment section right here on YouTube, or you can contact me via the personal messages on Instagram or here on TikTok. I cannot direct message back on TikTok though, folks. So the best way to direct message me is to get a hold of me on Fairy Frequency ASMR. Silly reasons. I set up my phone number over there first, but anyway, that's not the point. So let's get started, guys. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work on our math so we can figure out the card of the day. I'm going to give you something to look at while we do our little meditation. So it's gotten very quiet, guys. If you can, please share out the stream, tap on the stream again. That helps to get this going. YouTube is showing me 0 people. Let me reset this chat real quick. Can you hear me okay, YouTube? You guys can hear me okay on TikTok too? Thank you for the likes, darling. Welcome, Dev. How are you, darling? Good to see you, love. Thanks for being here, guys. Okay, so I'm going to start working on the math of the card of the day. That's what we're going to do first. All right, so today is the 12th, right? I believe it's the 12th. Let me double check real quick. Yes, March 12th, 2021. All right, so 3 and 12. We have 15 plus 20, 21, which is going to be 20, 36. That's 9, 10, 11. We have 2 cards for today. We have the Lust and Strength card, or is sometimes called the Justice card. So we have either that one. I believe in this deck it is the Justice card too, for truth and justice. And we also have the High Priestess for trusting our intuition. So let me pull those cards real quick, guys. Let's get out our gifts. 11 and 2. Yes. All right, so there's our 11. Keep looking for a 2. Hold on. Should be the Wise Woman. There she is. All right, so these are our cards of the day, folks. I'm going to leave those sit there for just a minute while we work on a quick meditation. There we go. Hi, guys. Thank you for sharing out the live. Appreciate you, Deb. It's quiet today for Friday. That's okay, though. Sometimes it's better when it's just us quiet energy folks to work on this meditation. So we are continuing to manifest greater things in 2021. I am hoping that you guys are already manifesting some wonderful new creative projects, especially this month because it is March. March is the month of the Empress, so it's all about that inherent creativity, guys. So we're going to use our creativity to manifest some greatness today. So I would like to take your hands. Actually, before we do that, let's burn some sage. We'll get some sage started. This is really cool. I just picked this up today. It's a floral sage. I love it. You think that's pretty, guys? It's absolutely beautiful. So it's got lavender and rose wrapped into it. So we're gonna set this on fire. I'm gonna bring this up here so you guys can have a little bit of smoke. All right. Get a nice fire on there. Little flame. It's so funny. I love how everyone comes back as soon as they see fire. Now's a good time to share, guys. Do it now, quick, share. Share while the fire is firing. Share the stream while it's hot. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay, so I think we're good. As far as, yeah, it's about to put itself out. There we go. Perfect. This is a really nice smudge stick. It's been a minute since I had a decent one. Alright, I'm going to give you guys some smoke. Hello, Cowboy Conscious. How are you? Hello, Ruby. Come on in, darlings. So, for those of you that are joining us on TikTok, if you don't know, I'm also streaming on YouTube. So, the great thing about this is these readings will be recorded today. So, you will be able to go back and watch your reading. But you will need to be here when the reading happens. Aw, thank you, Tam. You're so sweet. Love you, beautiful sister. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate you. For those of you that have not made connections with my gorgeous sister, Tam, please follow her in the chat right there on YouTube. You'll see her on TikTok. Her name is Nature Oracle. Make connections with her. She is my sister, beautiful sister, who lives in Washington State. So I'm going to add you to the top of the list, Tam, since you have already generously donated. We're going to go ahead and form a circle, darlings, and get some protection around us. So reach out, take my hands. Let's make a circle of protection. Reaching out for you. Let's breathe, darlings. We're going to breathe in through our nose. And as we breathe in through our nose, we're going to think of the word love. Stick with me, YouTube. If it goes out, it should come back in. So stay with me. I'm going to keep streaming, okay? And TikTok, if that happens to you, stick with me. I'll come right back. All right, so as we breathe in through our nose, we're breathing in love. We're absorbing. As we breathe out, we're breathing out stress. We're dissolving. So in through your nose, absorbing. Out through your mouth, dissolving. Thinking of the word love as you absorb. Breathing in love. Breathing out that stress. Thank you, Ruby. I appreciate it. Breathing in love. And breathing out that stress. Keep breathing, my dears. I'm going to form a circle of protection around us all. So I'm calling on God and the angels and the fairies to wrap us around with this wonderful circle of protection. A circle of positive, loving energy. A circle of calm intuition. A circle of abundance, prosperity. A circle of inclusion and acceptance. A circle of health and wellness. A circle of vitality. A circle of energy. Circle of harmony, positive vibrations. You can't hear me, Debbie? Can you hear me on YouTube, guys? I will check to see if we can hear on YouTube. Tam, can you hear me on YouTube? Breathing in love. Breathing out that stress. Breathing in love. Breathing out that stress. Tam, can you hear me okay? I need a sound check. I'm just sound checking. I'm using a different phone today. Keep breathing in love. Breathing out that stress. I'm adding to our circle today. Awesome. Thank you, Ruby. I'm adding to our circle today this wonderful, calming green calcite. Continue to breathe, my dears. Breathing in love and breathing out stress. Circle of love. And circle of no stress. I'm sorry, Debbie. Sorry if you can't hear, darling. Keep breathing in love. Keep letting go of that stress. Thank you for being here, my dears. There. Now, green calcite all the way around us. This will help us to retain memory, to help us further our education, Continue to breathe now, dears. Breathing in love, absorbing. Breathing out that stress, dissolving. This wonderful circle of protection around us. We call on God, the angels, and the fairies to help us manifest all of our hopes, dreams. Help us manifest this creative abundance in this beautiful month of March. Tapping into all of this new green energy. Breathing in love, absorbing. Breathing out stress, dissolving. All right, my dears, thank you for helping me make this circle today. I do apologize, Debbie R, if you cannot hear me. I hope that maybe you could turn up your volume. I do not know why. Reconnecting. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Let me double check. Sorry, I keep pressing the wrong button trying to fix it. Alright, ringtone's down. Here, let me try pulling media up. Let's see if that helps. Does that help at all? Can you hear me any better now? I do apologize, folks, if you cannot hear. Please try turning up the volume or maybe adding headphones. I don't know what else to say, guys. I'm doing the best I can do. Okay. So, things are off kilter a little bit. Need to be able to see them on both sides. I'm double checking, guys. So, I know that we have Tam on the list first, and if anyone else would like to be on the list, now is the time you can say card, please, and I will start adding you to the list. I am going to tell you about these cards of the day first. This is a collective reading. So, for all of us, we are tapping into this wonderful energy of the Huntsman, the number 11, and the Wise Woman, the number 2. I see you, Debbie R. I will put you on the list. All right. Who else said that? That was Amanda. I got you, Amanda. I'm going to move this for a second, too, guys. Okay, let me get this list going. Huggles underscore loves Brigade. And also Fallen Angel 2082. How are you, dear? Good to see you. Fallen underscore Angel 2082. And Dev, I got you, Dev. DH9515. Alright, got you guys on the list. Hello, Jamila. Yes, and Ruby. I see you, Ruby. And I see you, Jamila. Alright, guys, do know that you will need to stay in the chat to get your card read. I will separate the cards and we will pick crystals today. So that'll help your energy get right in there. Let me write down where we're at. So we have Tam and Debbie on YT. We have Amanda and Joe and Dev on TikTok. Ruby and Jamila on YouTube. Gotcha. Okay. So I've got a few of you on the list right now. So let's get started with our cards of the day. This is a collective reading, as I said. Let me make sure you can see these, guys. Can we see them okay? I hope we can see those okay. Do remember, folks, that you can also go over to YouTube and you can watch this on YouTube as well. So you will be able to see and play back the reading. Okay, starting with our Huntsman. So the huntsman, the number 11, right off the bat, we are instantly given the gift of justice and truth. So we have that to tap into today. Very important gifts, folks. Truth and justice. Here is the story for all of us today. The message from the huntsman. A mighty huntsman stands with his bow and arrow at the ready, his hunting horn at his belt. Close beside him are doe and her fawn, closer than deer would normally approach a man. But the huntsman is not a mortal man. He is the embodiment of nature's justice. He defends the well-being of the forest and its creatures by protecting the vulnerable. The huntsman appears when something has upset the natural order of things. He can be called upon to help in a righteous and just cause, and he will tolerate neither deception nor deceit. What are your motives? Is your word to be trusted? He is assessing you, not condemning you, yet. The law protects the innocent. Those who invoke the law must come from a place of righteousness and truth. Encountering the huntsman signifies that balance of justice. That balance of justice is in play, and you must be careful to obey the laws of nature and humanity. Listen to your conscience today. As embodied by the huntsman, you must do the right thing. So our meanings at a glance today for all of us is justice, integrity, and fair dealings, legal and ethical matters, truth and honor, giving and receiving respect. A closer look here shows the huntsman horn is blown to call the wild hunt that rides through the forest on May Eve and also All Hallows Eve. It is also blown at the lament of the death of an innocent. So, again, truth and justice to tap in today, followed by the wise woman. The wise woman resonates with the high priestess that lives in all of us. This is the inherent gift of intuition. This is that trust your gut moment. Folks, have you ever heard that expression, trust your gut? There's a reason for that, because your gut is your second brain, and that is also why they say you are what you eat, because it is important to feed your brain correctly. So your intuition is everything, and trusting your gut is very important today. And here, the message from the wise woman for all of us. At a place where forest paths diverge stands an ancient apple tree. One side bears the silver apples of the moon, and the other the golden apples of the sun. You can pass beneath these boughs to take either the dark path or the light path. There is an allure to both of these paths, with positive and negative aspects to each. Your choice will not be obvious. The wise woman sits among the apple roots in this liminal place between the possible futures. She won't make the decisions for you, but she can help you decide for yourself. Skilled in the old ways, the wise woman works with her guides and spirits to read the auguries. Gathering up her oracular charms, she casts them upon the cloth, watching them fall into a pattern that she understands. And now she meets your gaze, arching an eyebrow with subtle amusement. Do you really want to know your destiny? Yes, you do. You wouldn't be here if you weren't ready. The Wise Woman card confirms that there is a core of deep knowing that is already within you, but you may need a little spiritual guidance to access it. Wisdom takes time, devotion, patience, and above all, a willingness to accept and commit to the path that you have chosen. The wise woman doesn't argue with the oracles, and neither should you. Just read the signs. They are everywhere. Your meaning at a glance here is wisdom, spirituality, and mysticism. Oracular advice, seeing the unseen, and lifting the veil. A closer look. The wise woman is wearing a necklace of amber and jet. Can you see? Amber and jet. These evoke the energies of light and dark, day and night, illumination and mystery. So there you have it, my dears, the cards of the day, the huntsman and the wise woman for justice and truth, and your intuition and your own wise woman. All right. So, cards of the day done. Very interesting. I'm getting a lot of light over that. Let me see maybe if I knock that down a bit. Here, card check real quick. Interesting. The Lovers. Figures. That's my card. Maybe. Let me see this camera. TikTok. Sorry, guys. That better? Maybe? Maybe a little. Okay. Alright. I'm going to call it done. Let me look back at the chat real quick and make sure I did not miss anyone. Alright. Oh no, Darcy. I am so sorry, darling. Let me get you added to the list. I am so sorry. I don't know what's going on. I'm so sorry about that. Alright, I think I'm good on there too. Okay. So if you do want a card and you haven't gotten a card yet, just say card please. Also, if you are making donations and gifts, those go up to the top. So gifters and donators, oh my, go straight to the top, guys. So I'm going to start with my sister first because she's so sweet and donated $5 and you didn't have to do that, Tam. I love you and appreciate you anyway. I need to talk to you soon too. We got to start talking about this trip, the upcoming trip. Very excited about it. Ready to make some plans. All right, 27 minutes in already. Let me get these cards dealt. Let's get going, right? Sorry, guys. All right, here we go. I'm going to make 3 piles of cards. On these 3 piles, I'm going to add each to them a crystal. And then we can choose a crystal, and that will help get you into these cards. Sorry, dealing slowly. Since my sister is going first, and I know how much she loves fossils, I think I'm going to choose some fossil crystals for us to use today. Whoa, this one was trying to go somewhere. I'm going to keep that one back for a second. There we go. Are we having fun yet? Okay, let me find some crystals real quick. Actually, I'm going to, after specifically, some fossil crystals. So let's see here. First one. Madagascar sea urchin. Set that right in the middle. Other ones are going to be in this box. Ooh. Should have Orthosceras. Yeah, there we go. Yes, let's do this. Goniatite, which is a fossilized snail, and where is my mud bug? There he is, and a mud bug. All right, or a trilobite. Trilobites are really neat, guys. This is a 410 million year old fossil. This little creature called the trilobite lived in the ocean 410 million years ago. Fascinating creature. I have another example of one here too. This is really cool too because you can see kind of folded over. Very cool creatures. A lot of people don't think about crystals. When they think about fossils, they don't think about them as crystals, but it's true. When the creature dies, its body is replaced by a crystalline material. So all of these fossils are crystalline fossils. This one again is the sea urchin from Madagascar, and here is the goniatite fossil snail. And an quick example of how you can see the crystalline structure has formed in the creature. Here's an ammonite for reference, and you can see those crystals that have formed in place of the creature's actual matrix. The crystal's taken over. Beautiful. Yes. Okay, so here are our choices. We have a fossilized snail, a fossilized sea urchin, or a fossilized mud bug. Trilobite, sea urchin, or goniatite. Tam, you can choose one of those. Yeah, an actual ammonite. I do have several of those. I love ammonites. You have some smaller pieces too somewhere. Oh, I'm looking back, guys. Double checking if I missed anyone. Okay. Tam, are you ready? The card I have here, I'm pulling for my sister because as I was shuffling, this card was trying to come out. So I have a feeling that it has something to say to my sister. So I've got it already ready. Look at all that energy, guys. Are you seeing that energy? It's all the way out here. Wow. I don't know. Am I the only one seeing that? Or is it just my phone? I can really see it on YouTube. I don't know. TikTok can see it as much, but YouTube, you can see it extending out from the table over here. It's purple energy. It's right here. Yeah, it is quite amazing. All right, Tam, I need you to choose the goniatite or fossilized sea snail, or the Madagascar sea urchin, or you can choose the trilobite or the mud bug. It's really wild. You can really see it on YouTube, guys. TikTokers, I'm telling you, you'll have to go back and watch it. If you're watching on TikTok now and you can't watch on YouTube at the same time, go back and watch at the after the show and see if you can see that energy that I'm talking about. I can see it on both sides, but it's very intense, like especially by the speaker because of the black background, I think. So you can really see the light flaring up. What are good things for a beginner to buy? Oh, well, you should always have selenite, so you definitely want to have some selenite on hand. You can get small sticks or larger sticks. There's a larger stick. And also, you'll want to have quartz on hand. Always have quartz. Very good cleansing stone. Must have. Two things I would definitely start with. I would also incorporate some amethyst as soon as possible. Wonderful for dream work. Studying right now the green calcite and finding that this is wonderful for retaining memory and a great healing stone. We actually have this circled up all around the table right now. fairly cheap to get your hands on some of this too. You're very welcome. I'm looking back for my sister. Sister, where are you, darling? Tam, I need you to choose a crystal. Choose a crystal for me, Tam. Choose a fossil for me, Tam. Waiting just a second. Give my sister just a minute to come back in. Sometimes the babies are yelling and she might not be able to hear. Tam, are you out there? Tam. She's on the top of the list. You okay, babe? Okay. Our daughter is going to have a baby any day. We're expecting another granddaughter. So we're very excited about that. So far so good. She's still having contractions, but they are probably just beginning contractions. She's not at the point where she can't walk, can't talk, kind of thing. So, and the water hasn't broke, so we're still good so far. You said you still have the 3 babies? I don't know what you're saying to me, Debbie. I'm sorry. Try one more time. Thank you. Yeah, this is actually our 10th grandchild, but we're very excited to welcome her. Ooh, I'm getting so warm, guys. It's really warming up. Sister Tam, are you out there? All right, I'm going to go ahead and take Debbie next, and when Tam comes back in, I'll just read for her when she gets back in. I know she'll come back in. So I'll just put a circle next to Tam's name. Debbie, are you ready? I'm saving this card back for Tam because I feel like it was definitely reaching out to her. All right, Debbie, you can pick the snail, the sea urchin, or the mud bug. Wow, that energy is so cool. I just want to play in the energy. I wonder if I can collect some of it. The sea urchin? Okay, Debbie. I'll get you for the sea urchin. Wow, this is very intense. Love that energy. All right, sea urchin. Here we go, Debbie. Oh, the 2 of spells. Very cool card. So this is the card of staves. Amanda, remember you were talking to me about runes? So listen to this one. It's very interesting. The 2 of spells. Debbie, this card resonates on the wands side of things. So it is on the spiritual level. And all 2s are high balance cards. Here, maybe like that. Maybe? Can we see it? Yeah? Maybe? Okay, there you are, Tam. I tried to call you a minute ago, but I couldn't find you. So I'm going to read Debbie's real quick, and then I'm going to go back to you, okay? So stick with me, and I'll be right back to you. All right, so 2 of spells. Again, high balance card on the wand side of things, or the spiritual side of things, Deb. So this is a place of power when ancient wood wisdom is sought. Is that what it says? Yes. This is a place of power where ancient wood wisdom is sought. After paying his respects to the trees, the seeker kneels on the forest floor and takes out a set of small wooden staves. These are carved with symbols that make up an ancient divinatory alphabet. Each symbol corresponding to a tree or a shrub. These staves were created over many years. The pieces of wood gathered slowly and from different trees, so that each contains the wisdom of that tree. Casting the staves upon the ground, the seeker pores over the patterns, discerns the message, clarifies the question. He listens to what the trees have to tell him. The first step of any spell is to determine what you want, Debbie. Without a clear intention, your magic will fail you. Consulting an oracle can be part of the process of beginning any endeavor. You are doing so right now with these cards. One interpretation of the 2 of spells might be to ask again. So go ahead, Debbie, draw another card or 2. So Debbie, I do want you to pick another crystal. Pick another, either the snail, the sea urchin again, or the mud bug, the trilobite. So your meaning at a glance with this one here is divination, uh, decision, setting of an intention, the beginning of solving a problem or changing the situation. A closer look, Debbie. The staves in his hands are you, left, and Alder in the right. Alder is for prophecy and oracular powers, and the maker of the staves says that the yew was historically used for wooden ogham staves. It is a deep, dense, dark, rich wood full of resonance with the other world. So there you have it, Deb. All right, and then, okay, so then you went the snail next. Let's see. Ah, you got the huntsman, which was the card of the day, remember? So again, you're tapping into that truth and justice, Deb. If you're dealing with legal dealings right now, it's going to be fair and just in your favor right now. So, very good. I'll read it again. Also, people listen up, because this was one of the cards of the day, has made itself appear again. Again, this is important. So, truth and justice for us all. A mighty huntsman stands with his bow and arrow at the ready, his hunting horn at his belt. Close beside him are a doe and her fawn, closer than deer would normally approach a man. But the huntsman is not a mortal man. He is the embodiment of nature's justice. He defends the well-being of the forest and its creatures by protecting the vulnerable. I see you, Alexis. I'll put you on the list. The huntsman appears when something has upset the natural order of things. He can be called upon for help in the righteous and in the just causes. He will tolerate neither deception nor deceit. What are your motives? Is your word to be trusted? He is assessing you, not condemning you yet. Alexis, German. The law protects the innocent, Debbie. Those who invoke the law must come from a place of righteousness and truth. Encountering the huntsman signifies that the balance of justice is in play, and you must be careful to obey the laws of nature and humanity. Listen to your conscience, as embodied by the huntsman, and do the right thing. Meaning at a glance here, Debbie, are justice, integrity, fair dealings, legal and ethical matters, truth and honor, giving and receiving respect. A closer look. The huntsman horn is blown to call the wild hunt that rides through the forest on May Eve and All Hallows Eve. It is also blown as a lament at the death of an innocent. So there you have it, Debbie. The gift of the huntsman for truth and justice, and the two of staves for that spiritual balance. All right, I see you, Tam. I have a card that kind of fell out early on, so I'm going to get that one out, and you want the trilobite. Trilobite it is. Ah, so you have a gift here. You have a gift, and you have a 6 of spells. Your gift is the enchanter, which is the magician card, Tam. That's the one you just picked from the trilobite. Beautiful. So, the gift of communication. You're very welcome, Debbie. The gift of communication and energy. Fantastic. I love the energy of the magician, Tam. So here is the story. The enchanter observes everything that happens in the forest, and then he influences it. He manipulates it. He meddles and brings elements together to create situations that he deems beneficial. He sets things in motion. He can converse with every bird, every beast, gnome, ogre, and sylph, and also the elves. Though he may pretend to be hard of hearing with the elves, the enchanter takes a special interest in humans passing through the forest, whatever their purpose. You may ask him for magical help if you get in trouble. Be aware, though, that he may not choose to give the kind of help that you had hoped for or expected. He's been known to stir things up for those who try to take the safest route. The enchanter is far-seeing when it comes to adventures that happen in the forest, or what seems inexplicable and troublesome to you may be part of a larger design that only he can see. Still, you can always learn from him, especially when it comes to using your own powers to their fullest. So, your meaning at a glance, Tam, is magic, wisdom, force of will and intention, your ability to influence and help, your power that is at your command. A closer look. The enchanter's sleeves are trimmed in otter fur, which is a protective charm that is often used by wizards. The enchanter conjured the fur without harming any otters, of course. It does. Okay, so this other card that fell out for you was the Six of Spells, which is a fascinating card too. So your Six of Spells would be on the spells would resonate with wands. So you're on the side of the spirit again here with your Six of Spells. There is a new arrival in the forest, Tam. It's not easy to hatch a wyvern, but this intrepid wizard found an egg in an abandoned nest and he brought it home to try. Generous doses of worry, magic, and love have yielded a successful hatching. Other wizards and witches have gathered to welcome the little one and congratulate their friend on a job well done. The new foster father's pleasure and pride in his accomplishments are made all the sweeter with praise from his peers. When people are secure in their own accomplishments, there is no jealousy or ill feelings when another has a glowing success, a literally glowing in this case, because the foster father knows this, he can accept the congratulations as his due, with no false modesty or self-deprecation needed. Though you may never hatch a wyvern, you should be proud of your triumphs and drink in that praise. Your meanings at a glance here, Tam, are success, justifiable pride in your accomplishments, validations by others, a supportive environment where your talents can shine. A closer look. The hatchling soaks up the adoration and emits a tiny little puff of happiness. It's beautiful. My sister is amazing, you guys. If you haven't met her, please do meet Nature Oracle on TikTok and Tam Bear on YouTube. And those are your cards, my dear sister. The wonderful energy of that magician and that beautiful blossoming amounts of success and praise with the Six of Spells. Fantastic. Okay, so I have Amanda next. Amanda Huggles Loves Brigade. Are you ready? I'm going to check back on my list real quick. Thank you for donating, folks. Anybody who does donate, I do appreciate you. Someone wants to say hi. Hello. If I missed you guys and you do want on the list, just say card please and I'll get you added. Gifters go straight to the top, so do you know that? And I'm ready for Amanda next. Amanda, if you're ready, you can choose pile 1, the trilobite or the mudbug. Pile 2, my cam. Pile 2 is the Madagascar sea urchin, or pile 3, the goniatite snail. I see you, darling. There, MF, baby, mama. You guys, TikTok names just get me sometimes. There, MF. Baby, mama. Okay, let's see. When your spirits say hi, the snail. Okay, gotcha. The snail. All right, Amanda, I have the Hermit for you, darling. So the Hermit card today is all about your introspection. And I love this silly joke that I have to say every time I see the Hermit. And that is, if you don't know what introspection means, then I really need you to take a long, hard look at yourself. Silly dad hermit joke for the day. Okay, so the hermit is all about your introspection, Amanda, and it is sometimes just staying inside and being able to redecorate your home and really just taking some time for yourself. But here is the story for you. Though badgers are by nature sociable creatures, there are some who prefer to dwell alone. They are the scholars and the philosophers of the forest, both occupations that require deep digging. It takes time and solitude to acquire a real understanding. The hermit's visitors are rare, and he has arranged his chamber for his own comfort. One chair, one glass for his nightly port, a small fire for warmth and contemplation. He can be sought out for guidance if he's in the right mood, but he does not impose his advice unasked, nor does he have the patience with the flibberty gibberty. If you have a curious mind and you sincerely want to learn, you will find the path to his door. And when you are ready to go below the surface of things, that door will open. The hermit has chosen to live in solitude to avoid daily distractions. He is the monotasker, giving his full attention to each of his many pursuits in turn. His advice to you is to do the same, to make the time and take the space to enjoy your own company, Amanda, without interruption. Take control of your interactions with others and do not let them badger you. Meaning at a glance is solitude, a preference for home over society, study, perspective, and a time of deepening. A closer look, Amanda shows the armillary sphere was a gift from the enchanter, who has a similar one, and noticed his reclusive friend admiring it on his rare visits. He does. I see it now. Look. He does have the sphere. It's right there behind him. And then here, right here. See that? Right there. So that is your card today, Amanda. The Hermit. Gift of introspection, darling. All right, Fallen Angel 2082. Are you ready? Fallen Angel 2082. You can choose the trilobite, the Madagascar sea urchin, or the goniatite snail. All fossils today, darlings. The first one, the trilobite, the mud bug. You got it. All right, let's see here. The Weaver of Spells. Beautiful Weaver of Spells. So the Weaver is a queen. She is a court card. And so whenever we pull these court cards, remember this, that the court cards are either a reflection of you or there's someone who is surrounding your situation. So here, this beautiful Weaver of Spells on the spiritual level, Weaver of Spells. The Weaver of Spells summons her power from within, and she directs it towards her purpose. Her magic rises from her body and swirls all around her. She is the fiery lover, the muse, the creative force, the catalyst for change. She is the embodiment of the magical flower that the seeker of spells sought out, the full power of the true sorceress. She casts her glamour around her, and you are bewitched. If this card does not represent a particular person, it can mean a time of great creative joy where the vital energies of life are bursting forth and are expressed in ways that benefit others. So her character traits are she's passionate, she's confident, she's bold, charismatic, she has a sparkling sense of humor, and she's sexual and seductive. Her shadow traits, however, are jealousy. She has a fiery temper, she can be impatient, she likes to meddle, and she does this as an outlet for thwarted creative purpose. So do you know who that Weaver of Spells is, Fallen Angel? All right, let's see. Next on the list, I have Dev, DH9515. Are you ready, darling? You can pick the trilobite or the mudbug, or you can pick the Madagascar sea urchin or the goniatite sea snail. Third pile, it is. I got that snail for you, darling. You're very welcome, fallen angel. Oh, the Three of Visions. I love this card, Dev. This card, Visions, so this would be the Three of Cups, which to me it means celebration. Whenever I seen the Three of Cups come up in any of my other cards and any of my other readings, what it meant to me always, and I want you to check this too, Dev, is that there was three extremely divine female energies around you. Now, whether these are sisters, cousins, friends, mother, uh, very strong female energies around you right now and a sense of celebration. So here, more from this wonderful three of, what did I say? Three of visions, yes. Resonating with the Three of Cups or the Three of Emotions. Even in the Enchanted Forest, this is a remarkable sight, Dev. What appears at first to be a rumble of aggressive bears is revealed to be quite the opposite. Bedecked with garlands of blackberry brambles, three bewitching bears are dancing together in celebration. What are they celebrating? Well, it's a beautiful day in the forest and they are bears. What could be better than that? They dance barefoot on a carpet of wood violets that release their sweetness on the air, adding to the delights of the day. You don't have to be a bear to know that making time for friendship is very important as any other aspect of life. If you've been neglecting your connections to friends now, Dev, now is the time for you to make them reconnecting. Okay, sorry guys. Thank you for sticking with me, YouTube. I didn't see that go out. So, sorry about this, Dev. If you do come back, it looks like we're only getting the last part of your reading. That was some heavy energy right there. Some big celebrations going on. It overpowered the YouTube network. So again, your meanings at a glance are friendship, pastime with company, playfulness, laughter, the delights of companionship. And a closer look shows the wood violets are a symbol of gentle kindness. In the language of flowers, violets say, "Would you like to be my friend?" Beautiful. I love the bears. But again, Dev, look for those three divine feminine energies. Those probably are the people that you need to spend a little time with. You're very welcome. All right, Ruby is next. Ruby, if you're ready, Ruby, you can pick the trilobite or the sea urchin, or you can pick the sea snail. I can see you, Alexis. I have you on the list, darling. Here's what the list looks like right now. I'm calling to Ruby. She wants the snail. Okay, so I've got Ruby for the snail. Next after Ruby, I have Jamila. And then I have Darcy. Then I have Alexis. And then I have their MF baby mama. And that's what I got on my list, guys. All right, so this card goes out to Ruby. Ruby, I have for you the 7 of spells. So we are on the level of the spirit again. Wonderful spirit cards coming out today, guys. 7 of spells. All right, Ruby. Our friend, the young wyvern, is growing fast. No longer a hatchling, he is able to go out at night all by himself. And tonight he's been ambushed by a mob of torch-wielding gnomes. Gnomes are earth elementals, which means they can get a bit stuck in their ways and in their attitudes. Things that are unfamiliar or different seem threatening to them. The gnomes want to upset the wyvern and frighten it into leaving their forest. The wyvern is in a position of advantage above the gnomes, but he can't easily flee. He isn't breathing fire at the moment, but he could and he might. The situation does not bode well. The gnomes represent lesser forces that may be rallied against you right now, Ruby. Don't stoop to their level, rather, and do not return fire. There's a very good chance that their ideas are misinformed, So wait for the tempers to cool down and then find some common ground and work towards peace. So your meaning at a glance here, Ruby, is holding your own under attack, trivial problems that add up, misunderstandings, and defensiveness. A closer look. As you can see here, Ruby, there is not much diversity among the gnomes, which is one reason that they are suspicious of non-gnomes. So, yeah. There it is, Ruby. So, yeah, give it a little time. It looks like there's a little bit of indifference, but it's because of ignorance. So, let the tempers cool and try to come to a peaceful solution. All right, Jamila, you're next. Jamila, you can choose between the trilobite, the sea urchin, or the goniatite sea snail. Jamila? You're very welcome, Ruby. Appreciate you for coming in. Thank you for being here, darling. Wow. That's so awesome. Dev, I love that. Looking for Jamila on YouTube. Jamila, are you out there, darling? Jamila. Okay, last call for Jamila. Jamila, are you out in that chat? Looking for Jamila. Last check for Jamila. All right, drawing a circle around Jamila. We'll come back to her if we have to. Next on the list is Darcy. Darcy, are you ready? Darcy, you can choose between trilobite, the sea urchin, or the goniatite sea snail. Darcy, Darcy. Hi, Starry Skies. How are you? No, I'll be glad to add you to the list, darling. You going to Madagascar? All right, I got you for the Madagascar. Let me write down Starry Skies real quick, too. Ooh, that chat went way too fast. Starry Skies. Let's see. CX. Okay, got it. All right, so we're working on Darcy right now. And she said Madagascar, so we're going to the sea urchin. Darcy, we have the 10 of spells for you today. Oh yeah, and I just now remembered what you said to me when you first came in. This is on the spiritual level. 10s usually mean culmination. So you're coming to the top of a spiritual ladder, but it is extremely exhausting. And so you have reached this exhaustion point. Here is what the 10 of spells is telling you. The 10 of spells. In the bleak pre-dawn light, 7 sister princesses make their way home after a night of dancing in the forest. While only one night has passed in the mortal world, it felt like many nights in the fairy realm where they were ensorcelled. They danced until they could dance no more, yet still they danced on, caught in the merciless spell until the night was spent. And now the sisters are utterly depleted. They're almost in shock. All they care about now is finding their own beds, except for the youngest. She tries to turn back. She reaches out in longing, but her sister holds her fast and forces her forward. Everyone's body language speaks of profound exhaustion and regret. The enchantment has been broken. This card signifies that your energies have been stretched far beyond their limits, Darcy. The thing that gave you the most pleasure has become a burden. Your fire has burned out. Find your way back to the safety and reevaluate your intentions before you venture out again. So, your meanings at a glance here, Darcy, are exhaustion, burnout, disenchantment, regret in hindsight, and burdens that are too big to bear alone. A closer look. The sisters' loosened hair symbolizes the wantonness, and the reckless abandon. So, Sorry, Darcy. I know you're tired. All right, next on the list I have Alexis German. Alexis, are you ready? Alexis, you can choose the trilobite, the sea urchin, or the goniatite snail. The trilobite, which is a mud bug, or you can just say pile 1. Pile 2 is the sea urchin. Pile 3, the goniatite sea snail. Number 3, the sea snail. All right, the 5 of challenges for you today, Alexis. Challenges resonate with swords, so this is on the mental level for you today. The 5 of challenges. Alexis, when you come upon a giant, it is safe to assume that he is not interested in anything that you have to say. So save your breath for running. There are friendly giants, but they are rare in the general giant population, as are giants with a sense of humor. This giant is not comical at all, nor is he the stereotypical stupid bumbler. He's dangerous, not because he's evil, but because he's big. He also has a short temper, and he's giving you one chance to get out of his space before he deals with you. The giant is signifying a situation in your life where you might be overestimating your chances against an opponent. Sometimes being quicker in an argument just doesn't work because the other will not or cannot engage in that way. Do not equate slowness with stupidity, and don't equate stupidity with harmlessness. Stay on the alert until you know who and what you are dealing with. Your meanings at a glance here, TikTok. Your meanings at a glance here are overwhelming odds, a fight that you can't win, choosing your battles, and living to fight another day. A closer look, you see those bones in his beard? Don't add yours to that collection. All right. That was Alexis. 5 of challenges. Alexis, in the other tarot decks, the 5 of challenges means defeat. So be careful. Whatever fight you're fighting right now, may want to reconsider this fight or try to find a peaceful way around it. Fighting is not going to help you. You're in the process of a defeat. I'm sorry about that, dear. So, hugs to you, lovely. Their MF baby mama. You're next. Their MF baby mama. So I have you here for the trilobite or the Madagascar sea urchin or the goniatite sea snail. You can pick one of those, or you could just say pile 1, 2, or 3. You are very welcome, Alexis. It is a serious card. You know what it's talking about too, don't you? Pile 2, the sea urchin it is. Oh, beautiful card. Their MF baby mama. Got the sunlight card. Love this card. One of the most happy cards in the deck. So you're getting this energy. Immediate energy is going to be the energy of the sun, a radiance, a glowing warmth. This is your gift right now. So hold tight to this gift for the day. The piper comes to the gates of dawn. The new day awakes. The hush of night is broken by birdsong. First one tender note, and then another, and then the whole chorus of joy. Flowers open their eyes, dew-damp ferns unfurl. The melody that the piper plays is a paean to life, both temporal and eternal. Can you hear it? Does your soul stir in response to its call? Oh, the goodness that is the world, the beauty, the grace, the love. This is the light that breaks through illusion. This is the force that initiates, sustains, empowers. Life giving sunlight always finds its way through even the most tangled and forbidding of forests. When sunlight blesses your reading, you need to be ready to receive good fortune. This is the most positive card in the whole of tarot, assuring you that all will be well. Challenges will be overcome, bright visions will come to pass, spells will succeed, and boons of all kinds are yours for the taking. Remember, though, to be grateful. Meaning at a glance is happiness, well being, growth, the warm glow of life. Things are better than you know. A closer look. Thrush and blackbird are singing the morning chorus. Primroses and calendines symbolize the springtime sun. Beautiful card for you. And their MF baby mom. Lovely, lovely energy of the sun. You can use that today. It's all cloudy here. Cloudy today. All right, let's see. Next on the list, I have Starry Skies. Starry Skies, are you ready? Starry Skies. You can pick either the Trilobite, pile 1, the Sea Urchin, pile 2, or the Goniatite, pile 3. I'm so glad you loved it, guys. Those of you that are still here, that are sticking with me, I really would appreciate it if you come back, leave a little comment on this video. Let me know how your reading resonated with you. Helps the algorithms, and I just love to see your guys' comments, too. It's so nice. I got you for the Sea Urchin, Starry Skies. Ooh, the Seeker of Challenges. Wow. Okay, so Seekers are kings in this deck, and as we were talking about before, whenever we pull a court card, this is a court card, a king, a queen, a prince, or a princess. These cards are talking about either you or they're talking about someone who is surrounding this situation. Always intense, but beautiful, right, Alexis? All right, so the Seeker of Challenges resonating with these swords cards. On the level of the mental. Did I say? That is a seeker. I'm so sorry. Rather, not a king, but a prince. Seeker. So this would be in line with the Prince of Swords. Very idea kind of man, all about those ideas. So here, to Starry Skies. An enormous knight stands immovable on the forest path, the white raven blazoned on his chest and the iron feathers on his back armor declare him to be the Seeker of Challenges. His helm conceals his face, but the sword in his hand and his readiness of his stance speak of menace. His warhorse dances with impatience at a safe distance from the proposed battle. The Seeker of Challenges is not going to let you pass. He is spoiling for a fight, determined to find trouble or to make it himself. If this card does not represent a particular person to you, Starry Skies, it could indicate a situation that has reached an impasse. There is a breakdown in diplomacy or a movement toward war. Character traits. He is aggressive. He's forceful, skilled at confrontation, sharp-witted, sardonic, loyal in the martial sense. He cannot be bribed. His shadow traits. He is quarrelsome. He is ruthless in attainment of his goals, belligerent, hot-tempered, attacks with no warning, and he must win at all costs. So, Starry Skies, do you know who that Seeker of Challenges is? So I've added all of these lovely little chips of green calcite to the cards even after I pulled them so that we can keep that healing energy added to your stack of choice cards today. I know we did pull some heavy ones for you folks. So we have just passed over an hour of time now. So I think I'm going to go on and head out for today. Hi, Deity. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to get back to my daughter who has disappeared momentarily. I need to check on her and make sure she's still good. But you guys have been awesome. I always appreciate you coming in. Don't forget to come back and leave a comment on this video or another video. Flip through our playlists, go through our content, inviting you to explore. Please get lost in there. I know you'll find something special today. All right? So thanks again, everyone. You have a wonderful day.